Okay guys, so in this video we are going to look at a fancy text effect that you can use. It's once again one of these more fun things rather than practical, but hey, let's have some fun with CSS and just a tad of JavaScript to get things started. So the effect that we're going to look at is this text here, and if I refresh this page, you can see that it starts out as this little abbreviated text, and it expands outwards and fades in all the missing letters. If we look at that in slow motion, basically this is what's going to happen. So yeah, that's about it really. Let's have a look at that. So we can actually let's start here. So we have this little list, and this is basically where the magic is happening. So we have each of these letters is just a list element in a long list where each element has a specific place. So the letters that have the class hidden are just basically, let's actually look at the selector here. Let's pull this up here so we can see. So they have the base, like each list element has this basic, like it's just, they are all floated to the left, and then they have a font weight and basically a font size, a color. And then we applied a transition so that each, like whatever we do is going to animate, because without that it's going to be a very boring animation. There's going to be no animation, in fact. And then we set the max width of each element so that we know how much space each letter is going to take up. And that's true for all of these, except for the spaced ones, which is going to have a bit of a padding to the left, just to simulate this blank space here. If I remove that, it's just going to be a, yeah, it's like there's going to be, oh, yeah, we still have the animation, I forgot about that. So it's just going to be one list of elements, but with the spaced ones, it actually looks like a bit of text here. Let's actually remove that animation while we're at it, because we don't want that to animate anymore. At the very least, we want it to be at 100% so that we don't have to wait all that much. Great. So yeah, and then each element has, yeah, you have the hiddens and you have the spaced. So let's take a look at the actual implementation here. So these are all the letters, and then we have some basic JavaScript where we just grab the foo element, like the list itself, and then we set a timeout of 1 second so that we can just toggle off the hidden text class. And then we can have a look at the basic stylings here. So some basic styles, and here is the list element itself, as we saw earlier. And then we basically start in the start position. What's going to happen is that we're going to have the hidden text class on top of the list. And what we want is to say that all the spaced elements, they should start with a padding left of 0, because we want everything to be squished together into that abbreviated text. And when we don't have the hidden text, we want it to be a padding left of 16 pixels, so it looks like in the expanded state, it's going to look like there's a space between each word, right? And then we have this styling where we set the opacity to 0 and the max width to 0 of all the hidden elements. And yeah, as long as that selector, like the hidden text selector, is on the list itself, this is going, all these letters will just have no width and no opacity. And when we remove the selector, that's basically what all that's happening. We remove this, and we will kick in these base styles, and that's how this effect is achieved. So it starts with a bunch of hidden letters and just a few invisible ones, which are the spaced ones. And then we remove that selector, and everything just flows outwards very nicely. And yeah, that's basically how you can make a fancy text animation. Have a great day.